Jesus freak here. Now, there's a number of YouTube channels I follow. And the whole Daystar thing came up on one of them, which surprised me as I mainly knew her as an anti-MLM YouTube. But as of late, she's branched out a bit. Her handle is Not the Good Girl. Anyway, in the comments, I said that although I supported Laurel and Tyler Thompson for blowing from Daystar and for helping to expose them, I couldn't support her entirely for political and religious reasons. And someone was like, "How dare you criticize her?" And I'm like, look, just because she does the right thing sometimes doesn't mean everything she does is right. She supports Johnny Enlow. And Johnny Enlow was part of the New Apostolic Reformation, New Line of Prophets. And should be pretty obvious to anyone here what's wrong with that. This whole new apostles and new prophets thing. First of all, the Bible says there's only 12 apostles. Some people might make a case for Paul being a 13th. I don't. I believe he was a true replacement, number 12, rather than Matthias. That's another story. But this idea of new apostles and new prophets, it's like, the Bible isn't enough for you? All scripture is inspired by God, and it's, let me get the exact reading here so I don't make a fool of myself here saying this, but all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. It's all you need for religious matters. And it's when you go outside of that, and when you try to find your dogma outside of the Bible, you run into all sorts of heresies. Supreme Court of Heaven?
I'm just going to say some things again, and controversial until we show the proof. But we'll tell you that, the Supreme Court of Heaven already decertified the 2020 election.
Oh, that's good.
That happened the day of the thievery. That happened November 3rd and November 4th. It was decertified in heaven. Wow. And so the Supreme Court of Heaven decertified. So just let that resonate with you. Again, just so you make it clear, the spiritual and the natural, I have been saying all along when people say, when's Trump coming back? I was like, he's never left. He has never been out of his position as supreme governmental leader on the planet. He has not left it. He's not been. There's some other ones working closely with him, but he is number one, has been number one, and he's been that for years. He won by a landslide. 2018 was a landslide, the midterms as well. It was another theft, another fraudulent election. Again, prophets paid the price for saying there's a red wave in 2018. That'll be proven too. The proof of that will come back. So all of those who attack the prophets for not getting it right on the 2018 red wave, just remember who you were and who you attacked, and be prepared to, just do the correct, right thing and say you're sorry.
All right. Here's the thing. This guy claims to be part of a group of people speaking for God. Just the fact that he talks about the Supreme Court of Heaven. I've seen videos more recently. He talks about inspectors general. He's like, he seems to genuinely think, if he believes what he's saying, which I'm not sure he does, but he seems to genuinely think the government of heaven operates like the government of the United States. It doesn't. It's an absolute it's an absolute monarchy. So it operates nothing like the United States. It's clear he's making things up as he goes along. And it's clear that he'll deny reality if it doesn't match what he wants reality to be. If he's talking about this, President Trump is president of Earth. This was when Biden was president, okay? This was 2023. There's a reason that Steve Schultz keeps a clock with a calendar in his videos. Enlow is clearly conflating his wishful thinking. Okay, Trump's the president now. He wasn't at the time. And he was going on about, oh, he really is the president. He said, oh, he's the president of America, though. He's president of the whole world. This is his wishful thinking that he's passing off as the gospel truth. Don't get the head baloney. I want word incense. Jesus freak out.